Have you ever stopped to think about the real difference between 1,000 wasted efforts and one single, decisive strike? It's a strategy that separates incredible success from just constant struggle. And today, we're going to break it all down.
I mean, it's a frustrating question, isn't it? We all see people out there grinding 24/7, hustling nonstop, but they seem to stay in the exact same spot. And then someone else comes along, makes one bold move, launches one thing, makes one key investment, and boom, their whole world just transforms. So, what is their secret?
Well, the answer, and this might surprise you, isn't in some business book or a productivity seminar. Nope. It's actually found out in the wild, in the strategy of one of the planet's most efficient predators. And that predator's secret is what we're calling the leopard strategy. So let's get into it and break down exactly how this amazing animal gets maximum results with almost zero wasted energy.
You see, a leopard doesn't just bolt after every single animal it spots. That'll be a huge waste of energy. Its entire process is about conservation. It watches, it analyzes, it measures the distance, and it waits, refusing to make a move until that perfect opportunity shows up. And only then does it unleash everything it's got in one single committed attack. It's not about working harder, it's about striking smarter.
And this right here illustrates a fundamental law of nature that we, in our busy lives, tend to forget. Energy is a precious and finite resource. If you spend it aimlessly, you'll have nothing to show for it. You know, out in the wild, that means you go hungry. In our world, it means you end up burnt out and completely frustrated.
So, what's the human version of just running without purpose? Well, it's a trap that so many of us fall into. It's the trap of endless effort.
I mean, just look at the difference. On one side, you've got the leopard, patient, totally focused, and devastatingly effective. And on the other side, well, that's our typical approach, right? Always on, chasing every little idea, answering every email the second it comes in. It's this whirlwind of activity, but it's completely scattered. So what's the result of all that constant scattered action? It's a totally predictable and draining cycle. You feel exhausted all the time, your work is spread way too thin across way too many things, and in the end, the results are just kinda average. Nothing truly great ever gets done because your power is never focused on one single important target.
And this is so crucial because we've been sold a myth. We're told that putting in more effort automatically equals more success. But that's just not the whole story. It has never been about the amount of effort you put in. It's always been about the quality and the deep, unwavering focus you bring to that effort.
Okay, so how do we actually apply this? How do we stop being that frantic chaser and start becoming the strategic hunter? Well, it all starts by learning how to hunt for the truly big opportunities in your career, your business, and your finances.
The first rule, straight from the leopard's playbook, is that you have to become relentlessly selective. Just because an opportunity pops up doesn't mean you have to chase it. Just because you have a cool idea for a project doesn't mean it's the right one to start right now. And in business, chasing every single dollar of revenue can actually destroy your profit. It's all about discernment.
Just think about the most successful people you know. They aren't just reacting to things all day long. They are patiently preparing. They're in that observation phase, just like the leopard. They're building their skills, they're studying the landscape, they're understanding the market. They are waiting for their moment. And when that moment finally arrives, they do not hesitate.
And that, right there, is the power of leverage. One perfectly timed, well-executed decision can have more impact than a whole year's worth of frantic, half-baked attempts. It's about waiting for that high-probability shot instead of taking every single low-probability one that happens to come along.
All right, that's enough theory. Let's turn the spotlight back on you. It's time to start thinking about your decisive move.
The secret isn't all that complicated, but actually doing it, that's the hard part. It takes more than just patience. It takes strategic patience. Waiting with a clear purpose, it demands deep observation, complete focus on a single target, and finally, the guts to take decisive, all-in action when the time is right.
And here's the absolute core of it all. Our culture just glorifies the grind and the hustle. But what if the real goal isn't to just try harder? What if it's all about aiming better and striking with way more precision? So here's a question for you to really think about. When you look at your own life, your work, your goals, which pattern do you see? Are you the one who's always running, always chasing, always in motion? Or are you the one who knows how to wait for that perfect moment to make a move?
And now think about your energy, your mental, your physical, your emotional energy. Are you scattering it in a dozen different directions, like a sprinkler on a lawn? Or are you channeling it, saving it up, and focusing it, like a laser beam, on the one big move that's truly going to matter?
You know, it's a really powerful thought. The solution to feeling stuck might not be to just double down and run even faster. The solution might be to stop, take a breath, observe, and aim at a much better target.
So, that leaves us with one final question. Are you ready to adopt the leopard strategy? Are you ready to stop making 100 weak attempts and instead gather up all of your strength, all of your focus, and all of your preparation for one single, decisive, life-changing strike?